Hello, and welcome to 5 Minutes. I am your host, Logan Herrera, and today I will be talking to you about Parkinson's disease. Parkinson's disease is a disease of the central nervous system that causes problems with the body's motion. It happens when the neurons in the part of the brain called the substantia nigra gradually die. The cells that produce the chemicals in the substantia nigra are called dopamine. And dopamine transmits symbols from within the brain that allow for coordination movement. The death of dope with lower dopamine, the death of those cells. And because of the death of these cells and the low amounts of dopamine, it makes it difficult for a person with Parkinson's disease to control their muscle tension and movement, both when at rest and during periods of activity, which ends up causing neurons to fire without control, leaving the patients less able to direct or control their movement. Parkinson's disease was first characterized extensively by an English doctor by the name of James Parkinson in 1817, hence the name Parkinson's disease. There's no really objective test or biomarker for Parkinson's disease, so the rate of the misdiagnosis can be relatively high compared to other diseases where you know where it's coming from. With no biomarker for Parkinson's disease, we don't have a good estimate on how many people actually have it. They range from 500,000 people to 1 million people in the United States, with about 50,000 new cases each year. Parkinson's disease occurs around the age of 60. However, 5% of patients have an onset of the disease as young as 40 or even younger. That's when the symptoms begin to start. And internationally, about 1 in every 2 people for every 1,000 people are affected by it, which ends up making the number 5 million people worldwide. It affects mainly Europeans and North Americans compared to Asians and Africans, and is more common in men than women. Now, there are many symptoms when it comes to Parkinson's disease. There are 3 stages of symptoms. There are early forms, moderate, and then when it gets to an advanced stage where you definitely have Parkinson's disease. The early stage is when you have tremors on just one side of the body when at rest, or when your arm swings at one side when you're walking while the other one just stays still. Either muscle stiffness or aching, or slowness in movement. Small handwriting or a decreased facial expression, depression, vivid dreams or restless sleep, constipation, and feelings of fatigue. Some of the more moderate symptoms in Parkinson's disease include tremors on both sides of your body, difficulty in rising from a chair, a reduced speech volume, and a reduced speed and clarity of your speech. Now, some of the more advanced stage symptoms in Parkinson's disease include an increased risk of serious injury from falling, unpredictable response to medication, assistance required for everyday activities, difficulty turning in bed, and a slowness in your thoughts. Now, they haven't really found a cure for Parkinson's disease. They don't know exactly how it originates, but they have some ideas to where the genetics are too complex, and because of the family history, it might depend on when the age it began for it. Like a person who has a parent or sibling diagnosed with the disease at a younger age may have a high risk of getting it, instead of someone who is affected with a family member who had it at an older age. Now, there are many other organizations that deal with trying to find the cure for Parkinson's disease, but the main one is the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research, who was founded by none other than Michael J. Fox, who is best known for the 3 Back to the Future movies. Many other famous people have had Parkinson's, including Adolf Hitler, I am Adolf Hitler! Muhammad Ali, Pope John Paul II. There are many ways to where you can help find the cure for Parkinson's disease, including going on his website, www.michaeljfox.org, clicking on how you can help, and either doing donate or joining a fundraiser or creating one to where you can raise money to find the cure. This has been 5 Minutes with your host, Logan Herrera.